If you have been on the internet for a while, I'm sure you have seen a lot of sales funnels so far without even realizing it. You might have come across a blog and signed up to an email list, or even bought products from others through this method. Hi, this is Peter, founder of Online Biz Booster. By the end of this lecture, you will be able to build your own sales funnel from scratch and use it to capture leads and convert them into customers. Once you understand the whole process, you will see is the most effective way of making sales. If you are not using this model in your online business, you are letting big opportunities go to waste. I will show you all the techniques other internet marketers use to double or even triple the revenue. Now, let's get down to business. To put it simple, a sales funnel is the process consisting of a series of offers that are presented to the prospects. In other words, it includes numerous web pages, email series, free and paid offers, and different marketing strategies. It's the number one way of selling products on the internet and at the same time building relationships with people. If you've ever signed up for an email list before, that's usually a sales funnel. Practically, a series of related products offered by the same brand or company is in most cases a sales funnel. When you eat a burger at a fast food restaurant and the cashier asks, "Would you like fries with that?" When you say yes, you've just been upsold. So it's also a sales funnel. This increases the amount of money you spend at the restaurant. As a marketer, you can do the same thing to catch your prospects during the checkout by simply offering a relevant upsell. As people go deeper and deeper into the funnel, your audience will be narrowed down and only the most interested people will stay till the end. All the while, you will build trust, engagement, and prepare them for buying your products. At each stage of the funnel, your customers become more engaged and spend more money. So the entry point for your prospects might be a simple blog post or advert. Then they move on to a lead magnet. Then a small product sale and an upsell offer. Then finally a big sale. Consequently, each time your prospects click on the next link or follow you to the next step, they are becoming more and more likely to buy from you. Let's say you try to sell to people right away on your website. The only thing you're offering is your product, and at the same time, this is the only way that your visitors can engage with you. Due to lack of value and trust, they will say no thanks and leave without giving you any contact information. There is a high chance you won't see them again. Even if they buy your product with a low conversion rate, you miss out on a lot of upsells. Now let's look at the sales funnel technique. People visit your site where they get some valuable information right away. The information is interesting and useful. Additionally, if they want to know the best tips about the subject in a format of an ebook or video, all they have to do is to enter the emails to receive it. Since you offer something valuable for free, most people will give you the details. Thus, it allows you to contact them in the future. You send them emails on an automated basis with engaging and interesting content that invites them to a free webinar or give them valued information in other formats. If they like what you presented them with, then they usually become loyal customers. This is how you build trust with people. From that point on, it's very likely you will be able to sell them your products not only once, but anytime in the coming future. A sales funnel allows you to immediately offer your prospects another related product after they bought the core offer. Once people bought a product they are interested in, they usually are open to similar offers after undergoing high level of customer experiences. Then again, whoever buys the second product, they will often buy an even more advanced one at a higher price. Of course, many of them won't be interested, but a small proportion expresses interest towards your big ticket item. If you don't have a sales funnel, you will miss out on a lot of potential sales. As previously mentioned, by giving away free useful content, you will be able to build trust and position yourself as an authority in your niche. First, this is how you attract people who are unfamiliar with your business. Then, you continually educate them until they are ready to make a purchase. You will notice the number of people will decrease in each phase of your funnel, and only the targeted prospects will stay till the very end. In other words, a sales funnel allows you to filter out the non-buyers and create an environment filled with highly targeted customers where you can clearly focus your marketing efforts. This way, you will know who to offer you big ticket items to and how to maximize your profit most efficiently. Keeping a close eye on each marketing phase and analyzing the results allow you to pinpoint issues where you have room for improvement. Using this knowledge, you can either make adjustments to the various steps of your plan or learn where you need to focus more of your efforts to in order to improve your results. If necessary, you can change your strategy or concentrate on a particular part of your plan to see what works best. Consequently, you will be able to determine how many sales you can expect to make. Your lead can be anyone who subscribed to your list, signed up, or purchased your product. A cold lead is a person who has never heard of you before, just seen your ad or landed on your site. A warm lead is someone who already knows you or has shown some kind of interest in your product. A qualified lead is a person who has already spent quite a lot of time on your site and has shown true interest in buying your product. Qualified leads are the best type of leads and they are closest to becoming paying customers. If you want to be successful in your business, your job is to convert cold leads into warm leads and qualified leads. So, how can you make that transition happen? Let's see some examples of the mindset and strategies you should follow. Build trust and always be helpful. Give away useful items. Offer only high quality products. Create free valuable content. Collect people into groups, channels. Position yourself as an expert in your niche. Create a proper brand, good design. Be active on social media sites. Give a free consultation. Be active in groups. Answer questions. Build true fans and support them. Now let's take a look at the key elements that sales funnels can include. Entry points, lead magnet, front-end product, upsell product, downsell product, back-end product, email content, landing pages. It's worth noting that these elements could vary depending on your business and your preference. You might not have so many products or a mailing list, yet it can still work for you. Though an upsell or downsell is not essential, it can be useful in some cases. Or you might have an upsell without a downsell. What's important is that you have a series of escalating steps, increasing engagement and building trust with each step. An entry point is an external website that leads your visitors to a lead magnet, which is usually a free offer. An opt-in form to a lead magnet is usually placed on a separate opt-in page or a blog. So now you can start capturing as many targeted leads as possible at the first stage of your plan with your irresistible lead magnet. After they sign up for your email list, to get the lead magnet, a low price product will be offered to them. If they buy that, a related upsell will be offered as the next step. In case they leave your funnel, you can still send them follow-up emails regarding your offer and retarget them automatically with ads depending on where they left your funnel. Since you have their contact information, you will be able to offer them any related products in the future. To give you an example, your free product might be a 50-page ebook about digital marketing. Your low price offer might be a $7 digital marketing course. Your first upsell might be the same course with a lot of add-ons valued at $50. And your big ticket offer could be a personal coaching program valued at $997. There are a lot of different ways of promoting a sales funnel. An entry point is a place on any external website where your visitors can enter your funnel. It's usually an opt-in page or so-called squeeze page you should promote. We'll take a look at a number of techniques that increase these entry points. The more entry points you use, the more likely it is that people will be attracted to your offer. Let's see some of these. The most obvious place that a lot of businesses use is a blog. It's a great place to demonstrate your expertise and provide value for free. Your blog should include quality posts related to your niche. The more useful and unique the information you offer here, the more people are going to trust you and buy what you have to offer. So what are your options to promote a lead magnet on a blog? Where can you place them? On the sidebar or header of the blog post. Text links in the blog post. On the footer, on the main site, buttons and triggered pop-ups. As many others, YouTube is an excellent place to generate leads for your business. Create some videos you know people will search for and offer some real value. Place a link to your opt-in page in the descriptions of your videos so that people can sign up and grab the freebie. Videos are one of the best ways to engage with people and grab their attention. Sharing your content on social media sites is one of the most popular ways to drive traffic to your pages. Don't forget to add value to the post instead of just sharing the links. In my opinion, sharing high quality blog posts are much more effective than posting direct links to your lead magnets. Instead, add relevant lead magnets to the blog articles. When promoting your funnel in forums or groups, make sure you've become actively involved, providing helpful information to the community. See what questions people ask and what problems they are trying to solve, then respond accordingly. Also make sure you are following the rules of that particular community. Every post you make can have a link in your signature to your funnel or blog, generating traffic for you anytime. Show your expertise, don't be afraid to be controversial at times. Most popular places are Reddit, Quora, Facebook groups, comment sections of YouTube videos. These can include putting a link to your lead magnet on different types of offline content. Newspaper advertisements, gifts, business cards, posters, etc. If you have a previously built email list, sending your audience the link to your new lead magnet can also be a good strategy to offer different products. Though messenger bots could be a viable replacement for emails, in some cases they can still have high level of conversion and operate if relationships are established with the right prospects. Similarly to your email list, solars usually mean sending emails to third-party email lists and buying clicks. Be careful when choosing a vendor. Running paid campaigns are the fastest way to reach the largest possible audience in the shortest possible time. The most popular platforms currently are Facebook and Google AdWords. Naturally, it costs money to get results and there is a big chance you lose money if you aren't smart about your strategy. However, paid campaigns are also very attractive because of the measurability and for being highly sophisticated regarding targeting. To achieve the best results, always promote the entry point of your sales funnel, which might be blog posts or separate opt-in pages. Another critically important entry point is word of mouth. This means generating a buzz about your products on different social sites and forums. An opt-in page is the first landing page of your sales funnel for capturing leads. The only purpose of this page is to turn website visitors into subscribers by giving away an irresistible free offer. Basically, on the front end of your sales funnel, you advertise a free offer to people in exchange for their email addresses. This free offer will be your lead magnet, which you place on an opt-in page. That's how they get into your list, and as a result, you will be able to send them emails anytime later on. After signing up, your leads will usually be redirected to a thank you page, which is generally the first sales landing page and presents a low-priced offer. As I mentioned earlier, when people hand you out their email addresses, they will be added to an email list database, and you will be able to send them other related offers that they might be interested in. First, you need to create an email list in your autoresponder and connect it to the email marketing form on your opt-in page. Your autoresponder is the tool which helps you create your emails beforehand and automate the whole sending process. You will be able to see who subscribed, unsubscribed, how your leads engaged, how many people opened your emails, and how many of them clicked on your links in the emails. An advanced autoresponder also allows you to identify and segment your subscribers based on different behaviors. A lead magnet is a freebie that entices people to opt in your mailing list. Once your prospects signed up, you can either send them the freebie in an email directly or make it instantly available on the thank you page where you redirect them to. Remember, like any other paid product, your lead magnet should solve a problem they have or provide them with the information they've been desperately searching for. The key to increasing your subscriber opt-in rate is to make the lead magnet an irresistible and appealing offer. Start thinking about what you can give to people in exchange for their emails. There are literally hundreds of potential lead magnets you could give away, depending on what type of business you're in. Here are some options you may want to choose from: ebook, checklist, report, video course, webinar, ready-made templates, white paper collection, mini course, audio course, Skype coaching, short training, email course, etc. The lead magnet you post or advertise is not limited to an opt-in page. It can be anything that's valuable and contains a call to action so that visitors can take the next step and get into your funnel. Depending on where you want to use your lead magnet, you have to create each of them a bit differently. Obviously, the appearance won't be the same. It will depend largely on where they are placed. On an individual page, on a blog, or on a pop-up. Should you place them on a blog, the best technique is to use specific lead magnets to each blog page. As you might already know, after directing your prospects to a thank you page, presenting them a low price offer is an excellent way to convert them into paying customers. Let's see how that works. The first thing you should try to sell to your leads is the front-end offer, which is a low-price product. Keep in mind, your lead magnet and paid product must be closely related to each other. This usually means that the paid product or service you have to offer should cover the subject in more detail. Let's illustrate this with some examples. Basically, you are using the freebie to lead your audience to the next stage in the sales funnel, drawing them closer to becoming a paid customer. Additionally, when presenting your freebie and paid offer, you should position yourself as an expert in that particular subject, even if you are only a few steps ahead of your target audience. Before you decide on what kind of products to sell as your front end and how to present it, you should always research your target market. This will help you obtain additional information that will further enhance the suitability of your product. First, you need to know what kind of market you are going to cover and then understand the customer's buying behavior in that niche. This research is also essential because the customer's mindset is different in every niche, and you need to tailor your offer to those differences. Make sure to invest enough time to conduct this research, because this will definitely help in your sales. Identify the market and choose a viable front-end product with high demand in a format no one else is selling. If your targeting is precise, your product is going to make massive sales. Of course, this step is not a must, but if you can find an evergreen product, that's certainly a huge advantage. An evergreen product is something that will still attract more and more people even after years. Evergreen products have a long life in the market and they will always be in demand. A good example for this is a personal development mini-course. People will always strive to overcome the problems and improve their lives and themselves. You might have heard this from me several times, that your product should solve an immediate or urgent problem. Think about why people would want to buy your product and what benefits it can offer. Without an irresistible front end, no matter how valuable your upsell or backend is, your audience is not going to see it. Therefore, you should do everything to make sure your audience grabs it. Having the irresistible front end offer is the key element of a successful online business. The best way to make your front end unique and more valuable is to offer bonuses with it as well. Think about it. Which offer would you choose? The one with bonuses or another one without? To illustrate this, let's say the following. You just created a stress management course as your front-end product, which is incidentally an evergreen topic. In addition to the video format, you also include its audio version so that your customers could listen to it in their car. To further increase its value, you also attach an action plan template and a meditation music package. When your prospects meet your offer for the first time, they will be so impressed due to its high value that they instantly open their wallets. In addition to the bonuses, ask yourself the following. How can I enhance this product and make it irresistible? Let's look at some more examples of bonuses. Complementary physical products, weekly webinars, Facebook or Slack group access, extra ebook, worksheets, templates, coaching, work review, case study. This is what makes you different from other marketers who only offer the paid product itself. It's a great way to maximize your profit by just putting a little more effort into it. As a matter of fact, building an email list is quite easy. However, it's not so easy to get people to buy something, especially in the beginning. When immediately trying to sell people a high-priced product, there is a tiny chance it might be successful. Most of the time, however, you just scare them off. That's why convincing people to make that initial purchase first makes an efficient start. This is called a tripwire offer. It's basically a very low-cost item that requires little commitment and helps you get people into your funnel first. Obviously, it needs to be interesting and irresistible enough, both in price and in quality. Surprisingly, it doesn't matter much if you don't get profit from your tripwire. The only purpose of this handy tool is to get people to make the first purchase, which is a micro commitment. In other words, it only serves as the opening of the buying loop. The basic idea behind this is that you are giving your prospect the chance to buy from you without too much risk. They need to see that they can buy from you and trust you. The real money doesn't come from the first product. It comes mostly from the upsell and backend offers. Once they made their first purchase, they can be offered the product at a higher price because you earn their trust. This way, you are making incremental increases in price and thus people will gradually increase the value that they are spending with you. People who already bought from you once are much more likely to buy again. Implementing this technique will allow you to sell high-value products, maybe even a $4,000 product. Another great way to increase conversion rates is to present the tripwire as the limited time or exclusive offer. To summarize, a tripwire offer is an excellent way to get people to open their wallets. Additionally, it has some more advantages. Even if people don't buy your high-priced product at first, they are much more likely to buy your low-cost offer, which might cover advertising costs for you. Since the tripwire gets people into the funnel with micro-commitments, it also increases the conversion rate of high-priced products. The ideal price for the front-end offer might be between $1 and $30. Of course, testing is highly recommended. Tweaking the price is always possible after that. There are many different types of Tripwire offers, both for physical and digital products. Free plus shipping products, ebooks, mini online courses, coaching through Skype, consulting, access to membership sites at a low cost for the first month, $1 trial. If your leads buy your offer, they will be redirected to the second sales page and offered another product at a higher price. This is called an upsell. An upsell is an additional but related product at a higher price, and it is usually positioned right after the front-end offer. You need to have a high converting upsell because this is your main source of revenue. Immediately offering it is an effective strategy once the buyers completed their purchase. Of course, it's not mandatory, so presenting it a few days or weeks later in a mail is also an option. Its price must be much higher than your previous product. The ideal price of it should be minimum 2 or 3 times of the front-end product. When the price is higher, people would certainly expect higher value from it. So remember to ensure the value of this product is equal to or higher than the price they paid. So, how can you make your customers feel excited about it? The key is to make your upsell closely related to your front-end or an upgraded version of it. It should solve the same problem either faster or more efficiently, or both. Make it clear that the first product is as complete as it is. However, if the buyers are really serious and want to have a more in-depth solution, then they must buy the upgraded version of the front end. Some marketers often make the mistake of attempting to sell an unrelated product, and they are surprised when they find out that their customers are not interested in buying it. Now let's see some places where you can present or introduce your upsell. The checkout page, the download page, the thank you page, follow-up emails, on a membership site, in your closed groups and communities. As you can see, even if you don't have an upsell right now, there are a ton of places where they can be introduced anytime to maximize your profit. Think about related upsells and how you could integrate them into all the different parts of your sales funnel. One technique that a lot of marketers use is to present the upsell to the buyers as a one-time offer product. It means if they don't grab it immediately, the product won't be offered again. This way, a sense of urgency is created which can boost your sales to a great extent. Try to include a bunch of bonuses in the upsell to enhance its value further. This is also a great idea because bonuses can help justify the higher price. Your customers will feel like they are getting a real deal. Furthermore, this way you can also differentiate yourself from the competitors. As a result, this complete offer might prompt your buyers a little more to click on the buy button. I've already shown you previously what kind of bonuses you can add to your front-end product. The same applies to the upsells as well. If you do it right, the value you offer will be increased by a great amount and the chances of closing a sale will be much higher. Keep in mind that not all of your customers will be interested in your upsell when they go through your funnel. They might think the upsell is not worth the money or they don't need bonuses. Whatever the objection is, you should be able to handle it. For that reason, place a button on your upsell page so that customers can decline your offer instead of closing your page. When they do that, you can present a downsell offer by leading them to another page. That sales page is similar to the previous one, but it's shorter and with a different headline. The price should still be higher than the front end, but lower than the upsell. If it's implemented well, it can increase your revenue by giving a special promotion to the customers. Now let me show you two strategies to create a downsell. The downsell might be a cheaper alternative, a less featured version of your upsell item, but still providing much value and a product closely connected to your main product. This way, you can still profit from the people who don't want your upsell or just simply can't afford it. It's important to note that a downsell should be a quality product, otherwise your customers might get upset. Another method is to remove the bonuses from the upsell and drop the price. This is because for some people the lower price is more important than the bonuses, or they might not like bonuses at all. This way you are giving out a special promotion for them to grab the upsell with a lower price. Again, you can't offer the same upsell with a lower price because you want to be fair to those who bought the real upsell. That's why it's essential to offer it without the bonuses. Exit intent technology works by tracking a visitor's movement on a page and appearing when he or she is planning to leave your site. In other words, a JavaScript code detects when someone is about to change or close the browser tab. Offering a downsell at that time might do wonders and often increases conversions. You can apply this technique on both the front end and upsell offer by removing the bonuses and presenting it with a message like this: wait, special offer before you go. Of course, this was just an example. Another good incentive is to offer a discount coupon immediately on this exit intent pop-up. Your price was perhaps too high on the page, but with these techniques, you might be able to convince your prospects to buy your product. Now let's see how we can go even further and get the most out of your sales funnel. It can be best achieved with a high-ticket offer, also called back-end offer. A high-ticket deal is usually presented to the customers a few days or weeks after the purchase. Thus, it's not an immediate connection with your sales funnel, but still part of it. Keep in mind, no rule says you can't integrate this offer into the end of your funnel. Due to the high price tag, establishing trust with your customers is very advantageous beforehand, because they would need serious consideration. In the meanwhile, they will have time to evaluate the products they purchase from you. If they are happy with it, then it will make the sale of your high-ticket offer easier. This is one of the reasons it's so crucial to create and sell only high-quality products. By the time you're offering a very expensive product, they should already have faith and trust in you. Some marketers say you shouldn't offer a tripwire on the front end, but offer a high-ticket deal immediately instead, such as a $2,000 product. In my opinion, this strategy might still work, but when we see our total income, the effectiveness and conversion of this strategy is lower than using a tripwire, especially if your name or brand is not well known in the internet marketing world yet. Imagine if you were a customer, would you gladly invest a huge amount of money in a product by someone you've never heard of? With a big ticket offer, you can make the most money. So less customers will choose this option and purchase this deal. Of course, it is priced much higher than any other products and sent via emails or retargeting ad campaigns. Now I show you some ideas for products you can sell as high-ticket offers. Coaching, mentoring, consulting services, premium training, done-for-you services, VIP memberships, other different premium services. As you might have noticed now, a big ticket offer is usually about teaching something new. It can be very profitable and rewarding, but you need to actually be an expert in something before you can teach someone. Apart from this, helping someone build his business, develop his websites and funnels, maintain his SEO are also great examples of premium services. Some of the prospects who didn't get into your funnel will probably be interested in your premium services. They might not know anything about your front end or upsell offer, but they are still ready to take your most expensive product. That's why making your big ticket deal available on a page of your main website is so advantageous. Apart from this, when promoting it, it's still better to start with a front end or your funnel. Follow-up emails are also part of the sales funnel and are sent to the customer after a purchase is made. The most common type of email is the thank you email, which is the expression of gratitude to the customers for purchasing your product. But it usually also includes contact information, should any problems arise from using your product. Additionally, you might send other type of emails, such as how to use your product, best tips and features, and so on. However, instead of broadcasting them all at once, send each of them at a few days intervals. Sending promotional emails occasionally about your other products can also be a good strategy. But be careful, don't do it excessively, otherwise your buyers might unsubscribe from your email list. By now, you should have all the information you need to start creating your own sales funnel. Plan everything carefully and think about how you are going to fill it with offers. We've looked at a lot of high concept ideas, the mindset, and the strategies to get maximum exposure and profits. Remember, the key is to spend time and build trust with your prospects, and then turn them into loyal customers. Still have questions on how to build a high converting funnel? Let me know in the comments below and I'll be happy to help. Would you like to join a community where you get additional exclusive content for free? If the answer is yes, visit my website and follow the steps. If you found this video helpful, then make sure to like, share and subscribe to my channel. That way, I could help out more people just like you. Thank you so much for watching and have a beautiful day.